Okay, so today we are looking at the Flying Cavalry Type B in 1/18 scale from JoyToy. It's from the 10th Legion Flying Cavalry. On the back of the box you have a picture of the figure and all of its accessories. Description of everything. Right side of the box, top of the box, bottom of the box. Inside the box you have a picture of the product itself, and you get to see everything that is in the box. Let's pull it out, see what we got. Just like every other JoyToy, you get a pamphlet. Has product shots, and then a description of how to disassemble and reassemble your figure, just like every other JoyToy. So, the type of clamshell packaging. You just don't want anything to pop out, because if you have collected figures, you have experienced that at some point. So, here's the figure itself. Has fantastic. I don't know why he's screaming, to be honest. Maybe he's part of the Screaming Cavalry. But he's got a belt with a crotch protector. Dig that. And one for the back. So, he's got decent ankle articulation. It's a little stiff. Kind of work through it. Get him to stand up. We have his helmet, which has, to get into focus. Okay. Yep. Just as always, great paint apps. Really good gunmetal plastic on this one. Weathering. Just all around clean. Looks like we have a sidearm that's kind of reminiscent of the Steel Spear Battalion. We have what looks like an assault rifle or a marksman rifle of some kind. I don't have any that have this kind of sculpt yet, but great detail for being this small of a scale. Gunmetal and black plastic. Weathered. Hard to see the weathering even off camera, but definitely is. This has to be the jetpack. Has caution stickers on it. Some caution tape. Really well done. There's nothing on here that's articulated. It's somewhat soft plastic. I wouldn't flex it too much. Definitely would break it. And then he comes with that's becoming a trend, to just drop at least one thing. For some odd reason, 2 left fist hands, a right fist hand, a right regular gripping hand, and then on him he comes with a hand with a trigger finger and what looks like a rifle support hand. Let's take a look at his articulation. It looks like his kit can come off as well. He's got the tabs up here to pop the shoulders off, and then you would detach his lower torso and then press that out, the entire section, which means you can also take his giant belt off. I haven't seen any yet where the armor comes off the legs, so as far as articulation goes, he can lift his arms to that point. They can rotate up, rotate back, rotate all the way around. Single jointed elbow gets you to about 90, which isn't horrible. And then this looks like it has the double ball peg, which it does. So to swap hands, you're going to have to make sure that you get the peg off of the hand and not out of the wrist. But the joints feel pretty exceptional. Torso articulation, he can lean that far forward, that far back. He can lean left and right. Head sculpt, we can take that off and should be able to remove his scarf. That kind of hinders. This is the first one I've seen with a neck joint, to be honest. But once you take that off, you get a lot more movement out of the head. He can look forward and look decently down. As far as looking up, he ain't gonna make it. Single jointed elbow over here, same kind of wrist. As far as legs, his legs can go that far forward. There is an upper thigh cut, along with a little bit of thigh rotation at the very top. This armor might actually be able to come off now that I'm looking at it. But he has double jointed knees, go all the way back. He can almost do the splits. Pretty good. I can't figure out why I can't think of what that's called right now. But flexion on the forward, back. He's got, definitely has toe articulation, and not the greatest ankle pivot. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's not anything to write home about. So as far as his accessories and him go, the way that they have these sidearms set up is kind of cool. They kind of just, come on. It's all soft plastic, so you can bend it out if need be. These lock in like that. So a closer look. Just latches on, so you don't have to worry about that falling at all. His helmet just goes right over top of. Oh no! This is actually an entire head. So you take the neck, you can put the scarf back on, make sure it's going in the right direction. Plug the neck back in, and then this actually pegs in. That's a first. Still has just as good articulation, actually basically exactly the same. But he definitely has a cool helmet. As far as his jetpack, looks like it just pegs right into his kit. And yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this. This was one of the last 4 that I could find on Amazon, and I've been thinking about purchasing one of these for a little while. I just didn't want to pull the trigger, per se. And I saw there was only 4 left, so I said, why not? So, where's the hinge? Okay, there's the hinge. You get so much more articulation with that double ball peg. Try to do the pose that's on the artwork on the box. Straighten those out. Get that walk going. Make sure he's got, yep, he's got decent balance. Let's see if we can, this figure's kind of dark with that backdrop. But very impressed. He's a $30 price point, but definitely worth it, especially with the detail in here. And his paint chipping on the shoulder pads, on the chest, the legs. All in all, this is so far one of my top 3 that I've purchased. And posability is not very hindered. When it comes to these figures, as small as they are, you can always get a decent pose. All in all, this toy line is pretty fantastic. I highly recommend getting into it, especially if you are looking for something that's not going to take up a lot of space. So keep collecting, and if you're taking pictures, keep taking pictures. That's it for now.